South Florida. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster, a journey to being there in week one. And for a lot of these teams that have playoff hopes, it seems like small beginnings, but
it's a first start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week one of the NFL preseason. This will be returned from the 2. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll drop this one down to Mostert. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. And here comes Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Atlanta.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Atlanta.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And fourth down is coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Dolphins offense ready now for their second drive. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-man. That's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Cousins now on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. We'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If your quarterback is going to make a habit, Mike, of operating outside the numbers or the outer third of the field, you better neutralize the EMO. So what EMO stands for is the end man on the line. It could be a defensive end, a linebacker, or any walked-up perimeter player who is responsible for setting the edge. You have to get them accounted for, because if not, you better keep your quarterback in the pocket, or else you're going to suffer a lot of sacks.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Left side in the hands of London. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That one good for 13. 1st down, Atlanta.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Throwing now, Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And here's Bijan. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Now, Cousins. That caught left side by Pitts.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pick.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A 2nd consecutive big play to start this drive. 29 yards on this one.
There's a reason certain guys might just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
We are through 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is White. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And an offense are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Here's White. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll let the fullback try to push the high. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that 1st. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
The offense staying put. 4th and goal from the 2. In motion is Hill. Back to throw, White. And that's going to be incomplete. They rolled the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now the rookie out of Clemson, Will Shipley. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety. 2 points for the defense. Do get it at the 1. Here's a 2nd and 12. Another carry here for Shipley. And that won't help a lot. Manages a yard for that run. 3rd and long. Coming up. Here's Flacco. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. White. That's taken in by Achane. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Here's White to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
point is white. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll give it here to Shipley. Up the sideline at the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing, Flacco. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Flacco to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons will open up a 9-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Now a give to H.N. heading right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first.
Still no pressure. They gotta agree. 'Cause that speaks what they need and tell no lies. Still up top.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Quick throw here is complete. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. So once again, Presley Harvin back out for the punt as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punt it away. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Flacco. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Flacco. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they're going to hold up here in pass protection.
Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the 2nd look, and indeed this call will be overturned. That's going to be picked off by the rookie from Georgia, Kamari Lassiter. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. He'll get this come. He's going to be hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Now, obviously,
and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught.
as a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It's a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they respond.
A throw left side, but it's stupid.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. When that last possession results in the pick, you'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard
So
line.
we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Flacco. We'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now a third and 2. They'll run with Shipley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive. Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
To the air net on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Open space to the 35. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. It's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Heel drops to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Motion man sent right. On the ground to start the drive, it's Aiken. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They motion the slot man left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He works this one complete to Esikama. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Back to throw, White. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
To throw is White. The outside, that's caught by Hill.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
The Falcons take
The
over
visitors'
first and
offense
10
and their running back
at their own
getting ready to go
50-yard
back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. carry here for Shipley. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. This one intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And he's just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. The defense comes up with the big play. And the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will up the lead to 5. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack. Either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Here's Flacco. Checking it down. This one is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing. Flacco. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10.
In motion is Hill. White. He'll get this out quickly to Hill. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is White. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Whoa! Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcons first down.
Contact up front. If they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump.
zone infraction. Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw is Flacco. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll run. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And we'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. He doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch. They've got a 4th down play call they feel great about. We're going to see what it looks like.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's White. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find the veteran, Jeff Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. Making it inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
He's breaks a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
A run out of the gun with H.N. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
On third down, they'll go with H.N. That's not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Flacco. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll run here. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front control the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now this looks like a design run. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's White to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down. In motion is Hill. White from the pistol. And it's hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
They've coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
I'm all for giving the ball to your fullback and giving him a chance to get in on the action, but I don't love running him side to side. That's the running back's job. If you're going to give it to the fullback, plow ahead, come on offensive line, let's get some push. But now you find yourself losing yardage. I just don't love the call.
Now White. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Dolphins. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. It's all gone according to plan here in this preseason opener, and look to finish things strong here in the fourth quarter. A run with the fullback in goal. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On the carry, here's H.A. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They put Wilson in motion. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 35 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead, and they for sure are not letting their foot off the gas. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
They'll run this one straight ahead with H.A. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Once again, it's H.A. going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes fourth down.
A 31-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. That's dropped off for Shipley. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. This one complete to Washington. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. So, things up. It's a win for the Dolphins as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.
All right, jumping on here, looking at the stats, man. I mean, there was things to like for both teams. I think for the Dolphins, I think Mike White played exceptionally well. Got away with a couple passes that probably should have been picked, but all in all, I think he did a pretty good job at playing that backup QB after Tua kind of left. Joe Flacco was just horrendous. I don't know what was going on. They kept running these QB draws for him. Obviously, he had the 3 interceptions. Like, Joe Flacco played really bad all game. Rushing, Achane had a couple good runs. For the most part, he was held in check, though. Shipley and Bijan were just absolutely tearing it up for Atlanta early. And obviously, they got down after throwing the interceptions and stuff, and so they had to kind of abandon that run game. Receiving, Shipley with 50 yards. I mean, it's pretty good. Shipley had 120 yards all-purpose. I mean, that's nutty for a rookie running back who's going to end up being 3rd string on the depth chart here. But yeah, looking at the catches, I mean, John Fitzpatrick had a good game. I think it's Azukanama. I don't know how to say his name, but pretty good, solid game there. I was surprised that Amari Cooper didn't get a catch. I was surprised Tyreek Hill didn't have more than what he did. Tua aired it out early. I mean, he was going after him early. I mean, not like crazy, I guess. Let's see. Gator Kohu. I mean, you never want to see your corner get 11 tackles, but it worked out for him today. Bradley Chubb with some tackles for a loss there. Dallas Turner, 2 sacks in the 1 quarter he played. let's see who had the picks. Kader Kohu. I mean, he had a hell of a game. 11 tackles, 2 interceptions. I think one of them went for a touchdown. Yeah, 1 touchdown off of one of them. I mean, he had a hell of a game. Kamari Lassiter had a really good game as well. It was just the inability of being able to finish drives was what really did them in. Joe Flacco doing the 4 QB draws. I just can't get behind that. That's kind of ridiculous. But I'll probably stream one more game, and then I gotta go golf, and then I'll be back and I'll finish up the other 2 games after that. So I think I can't remember who's next, but I'll go ahead and set it up and send it on its way.